Bea Sofia Baya from BSHM 1E. Today, I'll presenting the National Museum of the Philippines. The National Museum of the Philippines is an umbrella government organization that oversees a number of national museums in the Philippines, including ethnographic, anthropological, archaeological, and visual art collections. The National Museum of Fine Arts is home to 29 galleries and hallway exhibitions comprising of 19th century Filipino masters, national artists, leading modern painters, sculptors, and printmakers. Also on view are art loans from other government institutions, organizations, and individuals. Dr. Jose Rizal, the national hero in art. This exhibition honors Dr. Jose Rizal 1861 to 1896, known widely for his patriotism and the acclaimed novels No Limit Tangere and El Filibusterismo. Displayed in this gallery are some of his works, which show that aside from being a prominent doctor and writer, he was also a skilled artist. Also included here are the several portrait busts and paintings of Rizal by eminent Filipino artists from the early to mid-20th century. Gallery of Painting of the Philippine Colonial Tradition of Portraiture. This gallery features painting that convey self-representation, aspiration, and likeness, among other desires and projections that characterize 19th century portraits found in the Philippines. Gallery of Paintings of the Philippine Colonial Tradition of Sacred Art. These exhibitions features polychromes and paintings of early religious image interpreted by local Filipino artists and artisans, belonging to the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas collection. Gallery of Painting of Los Dos Pintores, Juan Luna and Felix R. Hidalgo. This gallery features major works and oil studies by Juan Luna, 1857 to 1899, donated by the Far East Bank and Trust Company after being acquired from Grace Luna de San Pedro, the widow of Juan Luna's architect son Andres. These works are exhibited with works by Luna's contemporary and friend, Felix Resurrection Hidalgo, 1855-1913. Religious art from the 17th to 19th centuries. Christian theme art in the Philippines was prevalent in the 17th to 19th centuries when parts of the country were under Spanish colonial rule. Many of these religious images were carved wooden santos and reliefs and paintings of the Virgin Mary and Jesus Christ made by unknown artists. This gallery also features a national cultural treasure, a retablo from the Church of San Nicolas de Tolentino in Dimiao, Bohol. Via Crucis of an Unknown Bohol Master. This gallery features 14 paintings depicting the Station of the Cross by an unknown Bohol Master from the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas collection. Photo album and picture portraits in the Philippines, year 1891 to 1952. Photo Elio is an art form popular during the mid-19th to mid-20th centuries, executed by hand painting directly on black and white photographs to make them more lifelike and visually pleasing. In the Philippines, collection of this art form suggests that photo Elio was practiced in portraiture in the early 20th century. It was popular mainly among middle-class and prominent Filipino families as if signified their wealth and social status. Silvina and Juan Silaya Hall. With the outbreak of World War II, Filipino artists depicted scenes that expressed conflict and suffering during this era. Works in this gallery portray the Imperial Japanese occupation from year 1941 to 1945, the liberation of the Philippines by American and Filipino forces, and the destruction of Manila. Early 20th century Philippines Portrait Hall. Displayed here are works of portraiture by artists of the classical realist school, dating from the year 1903 to 1960s. This was a Magus that was wholly dominated by national artist Fernando R. Marsolo, year 1892 to 1972, whose influence continues to be widespread. Society for the Preservation of Philippines Culture Hall. This gallery contains over 100 sketches by Fernando C. Marsolo, year 1892 to 1972, the first national artist of the Philippines. This includes rural landscape and seascape, portraits, indigenous people and genre, and everyday scenes that depict life in the countryside. Security Bank Hall. National artist Guillermo Tolentino, year 1890 to 1976, dominated Filipino sculpture in the 1920s to 1970s and the decade beyond, particularly in portraiture and human forms. He followed the classical style and mainly used plaster and metal created sculptures. Vicente and Carmen Fabela Hall. This gallery features the fourth painting in the series that comprise the Filipino struggles through history. It includes work of national artist Napoleon Abueva, year 1930 to 2018. Pillars of Philippines Modernism. This gallery features modern Philippines art from the 1920s to the 1970s. Victorio C. Edes, year 1895 to 1985. Spearhead modernism in the country. He was influenced deeply by his studies and exposure to the style in the United States. E. Aguilar Cruz Hall. This hall is dedicated to the life and works of Emilio Aguilar Cruz, year 1915 to 1991, launched in celebration of his centennial year on September 23, 2015. The artist family donated the artwork featured in this exhibition. He is best known as a writer, diplomat, and cultural authority. Philippine General Hospital Hall. This hall is dedicated to the progress of medicine in the Philippines. A set of 4 large-scale paintings by national artist Carlos Botong Francisco, year 1912 to 1969. These were especially commissions for the entrance hall of the Philippine General Hospital in 1953. Pilam Life Hall. This hall shows 7 large paintings by the national artist Vicente S. Manansala, year 1910 to 1981, commissioned in the 1960s by the Philippine American General Life Insurance Company for its building of United Nations Avenue, Ermita, Manila. Government Service Insurance System, GSIS, Northwest Hall. This gallery pays homage to the work of national artists for painting Vicente S. Manansala, year 1910 to 1981. It contains his work from the National Fine Arts Collection and the Government Service Insurance Art Collection. Second floor Northwest Wing Hallway Gallery. This hallway features painting of landscape and seascape from National Fine Arts Collection. This hallway features classical sculptures of female portraits, faces, and various architectural elements. This hallway features classical sculptures. This hallway features classical sculptures of saints and religious image. This hallway features 50 prints of 18th century drawings by Juan de Cuellar from the Real Jardin Botanico. Third floor South Wing Hallway Gallery. This hallway gallery showcases abstract works from the 1960s to 1980s by the following featured artists from the National Fine Arts Collection. This hallway gallery features 6 paintings of Hocus which represent the combined surname of Sol, Ophelenia, and Guy Custodio. These paintings become part of the National Fine Arts Collection in 2018. That's all for today. Again, I'm Hayabea Sofia Bayo from BSHM 1E. Thank you.